So what was the question again? Oh, why is it called the traffic jam? Well, you know, the reason is, it's because I have two really cool cars. Seriously cool cars. And I love drifting, racing, because I am fast and slick. And plus, I like to create a bit of traffic jam myself with a whole lot of great music. Bulumaka, my name is Rio, your host and DJ, right here on the Today FM Traffic Jam every weekday from 3 p.m. to 7. Right here on Today FM, today's hit music.
This is FBC News. I'm Jackie Spate in this bulletin. 13 refugees now call Fiji their home. Sugar industry pulling all stops to prepare for end in EU sugar quota. An Education Ministry revises timeframe for printing of exam papers. The Immigration Department has granted refugee status to 17 individuals since 2006. Director Immigration Nemani Vuniwanga confirms Fiji has processed a total of 34 applications from foreigners who sought asylum in Fiji.
13 people are now living here after being declared refugees. Another 4 have moved on to New Zealand and France.
Not all that have put in the claims have been classified as refugees. Some are still in the asylum seeker stages and have been removed because their claims were not verified.
8 of the asylum seekers were from Afghanistan, others from Somalia, Pakistan, Russia, Nigeria, Ghana and Bangladesh. Those who are granted asylum are given refugee ID cards and have the freedom to work and study in Fiji, but their finances are covered by the United Nations Refugee Agency in Australia.
They are the office who are assisting them with in terms of funds, monthly allowances. They are the ones that also liaising with the team here at the department in ensuring that these group of people are cared for.
Over time, refugees can apply for citizenship. For the Immigration Department, the next phase is to develop policies on how to handle any mass arrival of boat people or asylum seekers.
We have to put in place on how we can accommodate them in terms of resources, in terms of medical care and education and so forth.
Prior to 2006, anyone who sought asylum in Fiji was put back on a plane out of the country. Edwin Nand, FBC News.
2 corrections officers have been remanded in custody charged with the rape of a female corrections officer. It is alleged the incident took place after the 3 went drinking in a nightclub in Suva on the 25th of this month. The men appeared in the Suva Magistrates Court. Both of the accused are expected to reappear in the Suva High Court on the 9th of next month. The Sugar Ministry says the estimated 4.3 million tonnes of cane the industry hopes to harvest in the coming year is a bit far-fetched. Acting Permanent Secretary for Sugar, Viliami Ngudake, says the industry hopes to settle with 3 million tonnes and build on the tonnage from there. Madhyam Bolaitamana has more on the story.
Some 24 months away from when the European Union quota on our sugar will cease, our sugar industry is pulling all stops to create a platform in preparation for that.
Maybe the 4.2 or 4.3 million tons is a bit far-fetched. I think to be very realistic, we would be happy to if we could go up to 3 million tons of cane by next year. And of course, we are also bracing ourselves for the 1st of October 2017.
The imminent change in 2017 will mean all sectors in the industry pitching in the hard yards now.
We need to be efficient at the field, meaning we need to plant the right variety of cane that is rich in sugar, and also we need to improve our productivity level, to raise it from currently, I think it's about 42 or 45 tons per hectare to about 60 tons per hectare.
While the mills have been at full throttle this season, Ngudake concedes there is still more work to be done to ensure the industry is on good footing.
As we've seen for the last 2 years, the TCTS, or tons cane to ton sugar, has improved from, I think the worst scenario was in 2010, it was 13.5 tons of cane to ton of sugar. So last year the actual was 8.1. And I think so far this year, up to Monday last week, it's running for the 4 sugar mills, it's running at about 8.6 tons of cane to a ton of sugar.
Crushing for the 2015 season is expected to round up by the middle of next month, with the Lotoka mill closing its doors in the first week of November. Madhyam Bolaitamana, FBC News.
The time frame for downloading and printing examination papers has been revised to only 1 day. The changes come about as a result of the leak of exam papers for the Fiji 8th year and Fiji Intermediate examinations a fortnight ago. Eleanor Thorangaivu has the details.
All schools that are undertaking e-examination have been informed of the changes taking place immediately as the ministry steps up examination paper security. The circular, issued on Monday, now requires schools to download and print exam papers on the day of the exam instead of the 1-week time frame given before. As such, the commencement time for examination has also been revised. The circular also requires those solicited to be part of the paper production team, like supervisors or exam officers, to sign a binding declaration to maintain impartial measures. Schools in the rural and maritime areas will still get their hard copies of the exam papers delivered by a police officer. The ministry is advising head teachers and principals to make sure that all arrangements are in place to ensure paper security and timely completion of the process before exams start. Eleanor Thorangaivu, FBC News.
Still to come on FBC News, fake gas import seized.
Ya bina pwede mwana toka chukuma ini mwasi mwana kwa Bula FM na bandu ene siri na hona ni ndende manda ke Central Rental Sapo peke na rusumu kwa minichi meva na koloko. Ni Sabula.
Oya wa wati soni dalai.
Gonga ya mwasi dono.
Nama kikirau mena tolu kene bitu. Ena via kabi monichi kena kwa rombuka.
Gori na lali ne kabi. Bula FM na bandu ene siri.
The Minister for Communications, Ayaz Said Qayyum, says Digicel Fiji has made several statements in regards to the acquisition of Sky Pacific Service, a division of Fbctv, prior to being issued the appropriate license by the government. Said Qayyum says as a foreign-based company, Digicel must obtain a license to provide subscription-based pay television services in line with the Media Industry Development Decree. In a statement issued this evening, the minister said Digicel has applied for a license. However, this license has not been approved for issue. The license is being considered by the ministry and a decision will be made in due course. Said Qayyum says until such time, no statements should be made regarding the operational control of or any content to be shown by Sky Pacific Service. Police have confirmed $54,000 in foreign currency was stolen from the ANZ Bank outlet at the Nausori International Airport. 4 men wielding knives and other weapons robbed the outlet on Monday night while the bank was open for international flights. Foreign currency exchange outlets have been requested to keep a lookout for any persons who may act in a suspicious manner and call the Criminal Investigations Department headquarters on 3315 599. In the meantime, a task force continues with its investigation. The Ministry for Environment and Border Control officers are concerned about the importation of fake products disguised as non-ozone depleting substances. The detection of the fake gas was discussed at the Regional ODS Officers Network meeting in Nandi. Madhyam Bolaitamana reports.
Environment officers detected the illegal HCFC refrigeration gas that had a non-ozone depleting substance sticker on it.
Have detected that the gases come in with a different gas number, but when we use our multi-identification detector, it reads that it's R22. The gas inside is R22 or HCFC, but the label is different. So it's been smuggled into the country.
HCFC is a refrigeration gas that has been phased out by government in compliance with the Montreal Protocol. Fiji is required to adopt the new HCFC baseline from January 1st, 2015 to 2030. Vicar Rogers of the National Ozone Unit says there are still some who are using the gas despite warnings from government.
And the dangerous thing about this is that if you use a refrigerant for the purpose that it's not intended for, it will cause explosions.
The ministry is working with border control officers to curb such imports. Madhim Boletamana, FBC News.
4 families living in informal settlements in Navua will soon be given approval notices allowing them to reside there legally. The Minister for Lands and Mineral Resources, Mary Vuniwanga, visited the families last night to speak to them about the process of regularizing their land their homes are built on. Ellen Stolz reports.
The approval is for those families that have been living on their land for decades. This is done as part of the government's regularization of informal settlements. Minister for Lands, Mereseni Vuniwanga, says it's an opportunity for squatter settlers to call this place their home.
Basically, this is one of the settlements that will be They're being issued with approval notices within the next month or so.
There are a few places earmarked around the country, which the minister will visit soon.
In the Central Division, there are pretty small ones. It's here in Navua and in Kinoya. The bigger ones are in the west. After these Central Division visits, we will be starting with the Western Division visits and the north as well.
The scheme is only on offer for current occupants or those who have been living on the land.
Everybody's happy, everybody's given a bit of importance now. They have been living here all their life and then finally they'll have that another name. And that's a big thing.
Vuniwanga says for some settlements, the area is huge and some vacant lots will have to be advertised in due time. Ellen Stolz, FBC News.
International Coffee Day is used to promote and celebrate coffee, the beverage that is said to raise alertness and concentration, although most people drink it for its flavor. Coffee over a catch-up with old friends, drinking coffee in the morning, during the day or at night with friends, business associates and lovers. You only have to walk around Suva to note the number of coffee chains to realize the extent of our love affair with the favored caffeinated beverage. Whether you favor espresso, Americanos, lattes or cappuccinos, iced, decaf, instant or filter, Coffee Day is the day to savor and appreciate your beverage. Coffee has its own meaning for each person.
Coffee, it simply gives you that extra boost when you need it to start off just an ordinary day.
Well, coffee is like an energy drink every morning for customers that come and kickstart their day off with a cup of coffee.
Coffee means putting a smile on someone's tired face at any time of the day. Coffee is a cup of happiness.
Coffee Day also marks the long history of the drink, which originally came from Ethiopia and spread around the world, and finally to your coffee cup. Today it is one of the world's biggest crops. So when you drink your next cup of coffee, inhale its aroma, taste its dark and full-bodied flavor, think about its story, but most of all, enjoy. We have sports up next. Here's Jamie.
Oh, that got me thirsty for coffee, Jackie. Good evening. In sports tonight, 6 changes to flying Fijian side to play Wales. And reshuffled Suva football side wary of IDC title defense. This and more after the break.
Great words there from Lucky Dube and Babana. Hope you enjoyed that number. Different colors just for you. On Gold FM, only the classic hits. Louise with you on the Center Show. Well, thank you so much for the sweet company. This is Alana Miles, one of my favorites, and Black Velvet for you. Hi there. Join me on the Center Show every weekday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. for the best sounds on Gold FM. Only the classic hits.
The reports and updates of the Rugby World Cup is proudly presented by Vodafone, power to you, and Airports Fiji Limited, creating new experiences, Fiji's gateway to the world. In association with FMF, the right choice. Total Exilium New Generation, the fuel that cleans your engine kilometer after kilometer. Sun Insurance, for Fijians by Fijians. Supported by Fiji Airways, Deluxe, Island Chill, Comfort Home Furnishing, Rooster Chicken, Legal Aid, Land Transport Authority, and Central Rentals.
Vodafone Flying Fijians coach John McKee has made 6 changes to his starting lineup for the Rugby World Cup clash against Wales this week. Lepani Motia and Timothy Nangusa are set to make their World Cup debuts at inside centre and right wing respectively. On the bench, there is also a possibility of World Cup maiden appearances for Leroy Atalifo and Henry Seniloli, while Kini Murumurivalu could also make his first appearance in this year's tournament. Meanwhile, McKee says he has named the strongest possible team from the players available to him. Inder Singh was at the team naming in Swansea, Wales, and filed this report.
The Flying Fijians head into the crucial match against Wales with 6 changes, and the most notable being in the backs, including a call-up for former 7-star Lepani Motia.
You know Lepani well. You know we know he's a very, very good player, strong player. He's been really biting at the bit to get his opportunity, and I'm sure he'll grab his opportunity on Thursday evening. You know, Botia was a very strong play for us throughout the PNC, and I'm sure he'll do very well for us on Thursday.
Nicola Matawalu has also been overlooked for the game due to an injury sustained against Australia, with McKee not wanting to take any risk.
Nicole's not 100%, and really, you know, playing at this level, we need players who are 100%, and you know, Nemani retains that position there on his second half performance against Australia, where he really distributed the ball very well.
A lot has been taken out and being talked about of Fiji's upset win over Wales in the 2007 edition of the World Cup, but McKee says times have changed.
Look, it's very hard, even in you know that period of time, over about 8 years, to compare. You know, the game changes a lot every year. You know, the requirements of the game.
While pundits may be banking on the likes of Wales, England and Australia to make the next round from this pool, the mentor says Fiji will not stand back.
Very, very important game for us. The quarterfinals will be beyond us, but third place in the pool is still a very important position.
So with the rejig team named by the Flying Fijians to take on the Wales side, it is all about going out there and getting the first win of the tournament. Can the Fijians do it? Well, the belief is high, and they have that utmost understanding amongst them that they need to get this win, not only for the team, but for the nation of Fiji. Inder Singh, FBC Sports.
When Flying Fijian skipper Kapusingera leads his side against Wales on Friday morning, he will become only the 3rd Flying Fijian to reach 50 caps. He follows the likes of Nikki Little on 71 and Sermai Mbai on 50. Inder Singh again with more.
It doesn't get better than this match, with skipper Akapusingera becoming a half-centurion.
Yeah, it's an honor to have my 50 test cap in one of the iconic rugby places in the world, which is Millennium Stadium, and it's a major achievement for me.
His family, which includes his wife, kids and the likes of elder brother and former national rep Chico Matawalu, have been instrumental in Gera's achievements.
Yeah, they're the backbone. My wife is the backbone of my rugby career, and that's why I'm still playing at the moment. And for my kids, and it's nothing better coming back from a game, and you see your family there supporting you, and not forgetting all the supporters back at home. This is a game that I've been looking forward to.
Fijian players don't get to celebrate these types of milestone all the time due to the lack of test matches played, and Gera says this Friday is all about putting the icing on the cake.
As a whole, for the team, and I know they feel for the team too as well. 2 games, we haven't got a win yet, but they're really looking forward to this game, and it's a major task for the first 23 to do the job on Thursday night.
So with Q, as he is fondly known, ready to lead his beloved Fiji, It will be a perfect gift if his side can grant him the wish of beating Wales in Cardiff. Indra Singh, FBC Sports.
As mentioned, the Flying Fijians' backline has been reshuffled for the game against Wales. And amongst those to get a run is wing Asaili Rutuma, who is itching to bag some tries and help earn Fiji's first win at the tournament. Indra Singh reports.
Called up to take the number 11 jumper left vacant by Naimani Nandolo is a big ask, but a former Chiefs rugby wing is ready.
Training today was a bit rusty, as expected, but for me individually, opportunity arises, so take the opportunity with two hands.
He knows Fiji has come close on both occasions so far in the World Cup, and this is the best chance for the national side to break its duck.
So we are going to take that opportunity to at least try and get the boys together and give them a good game.
Joining him in the starting team is veteran Sunia Koto, who has a score to settle with the Welsh.
Yeah, and funny because in the two situations, 2007 remains one of my best memory, and 2011 is the worst. So I'm actually looking for this third one. So they only say that I'm lucky or something like that. So fingers crossed. I'm looking forward to the challenge.
Both on the opposite ends of their international careers, but their goal remains the same.
Yeah, for me individually, I'm basically playing for my family and my country. And it gives me a lot of motivation, especially playing against Wales in World Cup.
And to come to Cardiff and play in a iconic stadium like Millennium Stadium, the occasion is just tremendous. So you want to leave a mark. So we'll go out and do our best. Yeah.
It's down to Friday, and both these two will be wanting to make a mark. And one wants to erase painful memories, while the other is wanting to make memories. Indra Singh, FBC Sports.
In the lone World Cup match played this morning, Tonga defeated Namibia 35-21. Here are the match highlights.
The line out, and they give it to Vianu, slicing through to Nusa Vianu, just cut down by Russell van Wyk, the left winger. This is a very experienced team, and here's Jack Ram making a strong run. He's going to go all the way. And it's been scooped up by Uanivi. And here's a chance for Namibia, and they're in. It's Johan Trump. Takalua, Tipole drops a short ball after Tui now. Rolls the pass away, and Fosita is in for Tonga's third try. As he was looking dangerous, Ram floats a brilliant ball wide. Vianu, he's into the corner, not to be denied this time.
Fiji's next match is against Wales at 3:45 a.m. on Friday. You can watch that game and the entire tournament live on Fbctv. Defending courts inter-district champions Suva are aware of the tough road ahead if they are to successfully defend their title. The side has lost some key players in this transfer window, with the likes of Colinio Sivoki, Ndabe Randringai and Leone Rawandamu all leaving the Whites. But with a new look side, the team is optimistic.
Some very good players has left Suva. Those players were consistent with us for the last 2 years. But we got some few young boys, but we don't have any big name in the team. And I think these young boys are eager to learn. It might take us some time to build up the team, but definitely these boys will be able to do well.
Suva plays Nreketi in their first match at 1 p.m. this Saturday at Subrel Park in Lambasa. That is your sports for tonight. It's back to Jackie now.
A senior officer at the Ministry of Trade has been earmarked as Fiji's new Trade Commissioner to Papua New Guinea. Principal economist Navitalai Tuivuniwai is expected to take up the new posting in a couple of weeks. There were 5 applications for the post. Trade Minister Faiaz Koya confirmed Tuivuniwai's appointment. Fiji's High Commissioner to PNG Esala Teleni says he's grateful a new Trade Commissioner has been appointed and he is looking forward to meeting him. Warmer easterly winds brought scattered light showers to eastern parts and interior of the larger islands today. Afternoon cloudy periods prevailed elsewhere. At present, a trough running just north of Fiji is creating the changeable weather we've been experiencing. And temperatures by Mombasa recorded the highest temperatures of the day, hitting 31 degrees. Suva had the lowest at 26 degrees. Tomorrow, expect a day much like today with cloudy periods with some showers over the eastern parts of the larger islands. Elsewhere, fine, moderate east to southeast winds, fresh at times with moderate to rough seas. And the outlook for Friday is more of the same. The main points again: the Immigration Department has granted refugee status to 17 individuals since 2006. 2 corrections officers have been remanded in custody charged with the rape of a female corrections officer. And police have confirmed $54,000 in foreign currency was stolen from the ANZ bank outlet at the Nausori International Airport on Monday night. To the poll question, this week we're asking: are there enough litter bins in public places? Visit our FBC website to have your say. Remember, you can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email citizenseyes@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via Facebook page FBC News. And if you're on Twitter, follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC_news or simply hashtag FBC News. You've been watching FBC News. I'm Jackie Spade. Bye for now.